welcome back to Bloodborne. This is session 3, and see, I am having a much rougher time with this, at least audio-wise, than my previous Shadow of the Colossus Let's Play. Last time I had a bit of a problem with my HDMI cord, and the audio channels were not working well. I had to keep rotating the camera in order to hear NPCs talking, and had to line it up just right, which is very odd, and it was a faulty HDMI cable. But I've gone ahead and fixed that. So hopefully this sounds a lot better. I also fixed the contrast, because yeah, that was another problem it was giving me, making some of those areas in those videos extremely dark. But alright, in the interim, I also went ahead and farmed up quite a few blood echoes. I didn't use any of them to level up, but we're gonna buy some new weapons and upgrade them. Kirkhammer. A trick weapon typically used by healing church hunters. On the one side, an easily handled silver sword. On the other, a giant obtuse stone weapon, characterized by a blunt strike and extreme force of impact. The church takes a heavy-handed, merciless stance toward the plague of beasts, an irony not lost upon the wielders of this most symbolic weapon. Yes. What else? I'm gonna read this other one as well. I don't intend to... very unlikely that I'll buy this one, but it is very interesting. This one belongs to Jura. Stake Driver. A trick weapon fashioned by the workshop heretics. The powder kegs. Favored by the retired hunter Jura. The Stake Driver, with its queerly complex design, violently drives thick stakes into the flesh of foes. The Stake Driver allows for high damage critical attacks, but is difficult to use and leaves its wielder wide open. But none of this should bother a mere powder keg. Let's get the threaded cane as well, just to show it off a little bit. Let's see, anything else worth buying while we're here? Got a lot of blood echoes to spare. Alright, let's go upgrade that Kirkhammer. And make some decisions after that. Alright. Up to +4, not bad. While I was farming blood echoes, I got a decent amount of bloodstone shards too, my goodness. 4-5 weapon, let's put a blood gem in this. Which one? Attack up, +7. We'll go with this one. We don't have any triangle shaped ones. But we could put the tier blood gem in it. Right here. Oh no, I don't have enough skill. But let's see if I have enough to upgrade for it. Let's see. I need 10 skill, and I'm only 1 point away, so let's go ahead and look at that.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire?
I spin the camera and I can hear her. Basically, perfect. So, shouldn't run into that problem I had last time.
Very well, let me...
Okay, skill up 1, and, that looks nice.
Farewell, may you...
Alright. Put on that Kirkhammer. Now this is one of my favorite weapons in the game. Basic moveset. untransformed state. A little bit of a straight sword with the R1 attack. It's R2 is a thrust attack, which is good for enemies with thick skin. Regular, charged up. Then we transform it. I like how the hammer itself is like some sort of old gravestone. It was probably found in the Chalice dungeons and then just modified into this because why not? L1. Just smash everything. R2. Big slam. And then that's followed up by another R2, which is a quick spin attack. Attack. L1 to switch. Attack. L1 to switch again. It's really cool. Be great for non-beast enemies as it's not serrated, so I'm not losing out on any bonus that I would be against them anyhow. Spend the rest of the echoes on something. Doesn't hurt to have more blood vials. Now, let's go back to that little village area. This time, hopefully, I won't get murdered by a bag person, one of those bag men again, from Yarha Ghul. Notice how, the beast-possessed soul is permanently dead. It's been a while, so I wasn't sure, but yeah. It was a unique enemy that they locked in here. And I believe that's because this is a church ground, and they had it here as for their experiments, as they had found it in the Chalice dungeons, which is obviously where it's from. One and done with them. Don't have time for it. Rumpled Yarnum hat, greasy clothes. Rumpled Yarnum hat. Common Yarnum cap, well worn and losing its shape. Sweaty clothes. Common Yarnum clothing, well worn and damped with sweat. Oh boy. Oh. What are they yelling at? Told ya, it has the feel of survival horror. It can get scary when it wants to. You can sneak up behind him and get a nice charge attack on. Yes. Not quite dead, but he will be soon. Ah, that's satisfying. Better rested now. Oh. That thrusting attack is real nice for just getting someone who's just a little bit further in front of you. Now, you'll notice here that Madman's knowledge was on the exact same type of character model as the robed people praying to that door in the Yahagul village. Right? Suggests a connection there, doesn't it? Pretty obvious. Again, these enemies in particular are unique to this very small zone. They only wear this clothing here. Let's see. Okay, that's the way up, but we don't want to go there quite yet. This is an enemy we haven't encountered yet, and the first potential place you could see it. And thankfully it's weak to thrusting attacks. Oh boy. We don't want to get caught by this thing. Thankfully this one went down rather easy. Let me try to flip it over a little bit here. Yeah, come on. Gotta love Ragdoll, for better or worse. Alright, that's probably the best it's gonna get. Now, this is essentially a mind flare, which is originates from Dungeons and Dragons. It's like a human being with sort of an octopus forehead, very Cthulhu-esque. What I find really interesting about this particular design, well, okay, it's not their names in this are not actually mind flayers. They are they're called brain suckers, but their design is that they are not just a human head with tentacles sprouting out of it to make them look like a mollusk octopoid of some kind. They actually, according to the art, when you look at it, their heads are human heads that have contorted upside down, so that the top of their head is now become the bottom, and the tentacles have sprouted from there, and that is how they feed, as they will have a large tentacle that comes out from that, and they use it to suck out the insight from your brain if they are to catch you with any of their grab moves. It ties in thematically with where they come from in the lore. Ooh, Fireblood gemstone. Though I don't intend to use that. Okay, now we can leave. And again, another one of those robed men there. Very similar to the ones I was just speaking of with the Madman's knowledge. Some thick cold blood. Blood vials, I'll take it. Wooden shield. Left hand weapon. Oh, we're not equipping that. 1 minute. A crude wooden shield used by the masses who have arisen to join the hunt. Hunters do not normally employ shields, ineffectual against the strength of the beast as they tend to be. Shields are nice, but not if they engender passivity. That is a direct call out to the Miyazaki's design ethos for Bloodborne, as I stated in the previous session, in that he really wanted design a game in which people were not reliant on their shields to hide and protect themselves from enemies, like they are in Dark Souls and Demon Souls. We don't need to go back to the dream just yet. We have plenty more to continue forward with. Take cold blood, not bad. Another church servant, this one now with a scythe weapon. For harvest. Oh boy. Just not me. Alright, all that clanging around. There's a giant walking up and down these stairs. One shot, that's the way I like it. This up here is another church servant type with the repeating pistol. And down he goes. Never hurts to have more consumables. Or cold blood. Let's see. Oh, there it is. I knew there was an item over here. Now here's more giants, along with some other enemies. Just let's try to do this one at a time. I'm so glad I invested in this. Come on. Blood vial. Knowledge. There's a few items around here. I want to make sure I get them. There we are. Now, back in the Hunter's Dream, there was the Hunter Chief emblem. It was like a little handkerchief style thing. And if we produced it on the other side of this gate here, we could just walk on through. But it cost 10,000 blood echoes. Otherwise, we had to go that whole route that we just went, all the way down and then back up and behind the gate. And this lets out to this area. The back where the cleric beast had jumped in. Again, fantastic looping level design. Oh, I forgot you had a flame sprayer, sir. Simple but effective, and as I was speaking earlier, they do that chip damage, which makes it nearly impossible to regain your rally and your health points back. I assume that barrels are chained up to keep animals and beasts and stuff from getting inside them. Poison knife. That'll come in handy later. Not around here though, so much. Lovely foggy alley. Let's talk to some NPCs.
Oh my, what a queer scent. But I'd take it over the stench of blood and beasts any day. What is it then?
I'm covered in blood and beasts.
I'm off
entrails.
during hunts, so if that's what you're here for, I'll leave you to your own devices. If that doesn't do it, come back in the morning, darling. Oh, thank goodness. You're a hunter, right? Might you know of a safe place?
Sure do.
The night is long, and I've very little of the incense left. Please, there must be some nice place to run off to.
Telling her to go to chapel.
Oh, thank you, darling. Maybe I'll see you there.
See if she has anything else to say.
Oh, that maybe I'll see.
Okay.
You're not from around here, are you? Well, an outsider who's come to join the hunt? What a pathetic idea. You what? What, you think I'm a beast? Well, maybe I think you're a beast. And step away from my castle.
Sir, this is an apartment. Barely.
Oh, enough of you. What, you think this is funny? Well, I certainly don't, so be gone with you. I'll have nothing to do with your beast hunts. Well, what's this two-bit nonsense you're peddling? I heard you told that wench about some shelter. Well, she's a damn fool to trust an outsider. Why? Well, her sort's probably just fixing to feed some of your coin.
Yeah, sir, she may be a prostitute, but there's no need for calling into question her character.
All right. What crafty lies does the outsider have today? But you think I'm an easy mark? Yeah? Well, give me your best shot.
Now, we're gonna tell him of the clinic.
Huh. Yeah, sorry. Too sharp for that bollocks. I know a superstition when I hear one. Outsiders. Even their lies are predictable.
Well, later, jerk. Down the creepy hallway. Very, Jack the Ripper feeling. Not quite a mood you should be having, but it's the visual it kind of gives off. Creepy, robed top hat guy walking down here. Ooh, coming out of the fog. Big old beast guy. Sniper down the alley. Oh man, the fog in this area, it looks so cool. It's so perfect. Let's talk to some other NPCs.
Oh, we've the deepest gratitude for the church and all they do for us. The deepest, widest gratitude. Yes. Yes.
Well, it is almost Christmas, so I'm here to collect donations.
Oh, for the deepest.
I guess they gave it the office.
Praise you. Praise the old damn church. And best of luck hunting. Best luck of all. Praise you. And
Black church gear. Seeing if there's another incense candle around here. Okay, nope, they must be further ahead. I know they said blood is more intoxicating than alcohol in Yarnum, but I think that guy's staying old school. Had a little bit of a hiccup. More poison knives. Try and mob you in this area. Thankfully, I've quite literally been down this road before. Yeah, there's another brain sucker. Now he's alive and we can see his tentacly face. Let's give that a look. Wrong side of the touch. They can't do anything about it. I know the fence is blocking it, but those eye holes you're seeing, those are from the human skull. Oh, thank you for killing that crow. He was really annoying. Oh, nope, he's not dead. Anyhow, yeah, his skull is upside down, and those tendrils are coming from the back of its neck. Because, it's kind of basically sucking your insight or parts of your brain into its own to feed on them. Yeah, don't want to get caught by that, if I can avoid it. But we will go back up that way. Let's see, am I missing anything? Probably the blood vials off that whole feed guy.